Hello and welcome, JBA fans. I'm your host, King L5, and today I have a bunch of my friends with me to go over the top 5 Pokemon in Draft League format. And of course, this is all our opinion, so if you disagree, you're probably bad, or you're Jade. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but
Yeah,
this is all opinionated.
Hi,
we
Jake.
are
Also, you're
opinionated people.
So yeah, we're actually not including Magirna and Tapu Lele because obviously those things are busted and they're commonly banned in a lot of draft leagues. So for the
We're not
purposes of top
including.
5, yeah, we're just ignoring them because
We're
obviously
not
they would be top.
in Lando I because it's shit.
That's true.
Yep,
Lando I is the inferior Lando form.
Yeah.
pretty much.
But anyways, let's get right into it. At number 5, we have Latios. Now, this is for quite a few reasons. It's the best offensive defogger in the format. By far, nothing really comes close to being a defogger or just hazard removal in general. I guess Excadrill can be rapid spin and also be offensive, but like as a defogger, there's nothing close to Latios except Latias, which is also worse than Latios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the typing is a really big part of why this thing is top 5 in my opinion. Dragon Psychic with Levitate, you're resisting fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ground. I'm missing something there that's really important probably. But you're really
I
resisting a lot of really important types. Oh, fighting, that's what it was.
I
Yeah.
assume it's water, but I don't know.
No, I think I said
I'm-
water. But
You
anyways,
said
the defensive utility is really, really nice. And it has reliable recovery, so like it can stick around if you need it to. I mean,
The cool Zmon user too. It gets like Z Memento, which like will heal up another mon and let you be able to be in a position to sweep.
yeah, definitely. The speed tier is also really good at 110, nice common. It forces a lot of Pokemon to run max speed, like Mega Gallade, just to name one. They're kind of forced to speed tie you, which means they're not running any bulk. So it's really nice in that regard, as well as just outspeeding a lot of stuff on its own, like base 100s, uh, things like that.
Yeah, its coverage is great. It hits pretty hard, and it also looks really cool. So that
Yeah,
really added
on
to
that point, it's blue, and I like the color blue from the bull shelf.
Brilliant.
every mon that is blue is 5 points higher than it should be.
Clearly.
And that was Soldew, yeah, even though Soldew's nerfed, but it's still legal, it's just got like 10 times better because both its stabs are now like powered up without you taking any damage.
I mean, it's
think-
just running a dragon plate and a psychic and a twisted spoon, pretty much, in one item.
I mean,
still the life orb is better or less.
Yeah, same.
no crash, you don't have the crash damage of Life Orb now, so.
Too bad. We run Life Orb and Life Orb only around here.
But
Yeah.
anyways, the items, this is another reason why Latios is really good. It can use so many different items. You can use Life Orb, Soul Dew, Specs, Scarf. I'm not going to say Banded, but
Why
it can
your real.
run Colbur Berry.
attack.
It can run Expert Belt. I've run that in the past. Z items, which we already went over. I recently brought Z Draco to my finals match of the EBT, and it basically just nuked something.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty nice
So neat.
Pokemon. So let's move on to number 4, unless you guys have anything else to add on Latios.
Nope.
It's a plane.
It is a
Ooh,
plane.
its character. Its character in Mystery Dungeon I love.
Oh,
That's
true.
the big bonus for me.
It's really
it
good
was
in
just-
Mystery Dungeon, which is
Yeah, it
completely
just
relevant.
was like, Cacaw, I'm abandoning my sister. And then you have to, like, Latios, being a dick, quit abandoning your sister.
and then
And
he's
then,
like,
and then it was
okay.
fun. It was a fun dungeon, actually. I really liked it.
Anyways, let's move on to number 4, which is going to be Kian Black.
I don't want to talk about this one.
No, you don't.
This is a Pokemon that has 6-0'd Matt many times.
Twice. Only twice.
5 times. You can count all of them.
I fucking hate this one. It always haxes me out. It either freezes me or an Iron Head flinches me to death, and I hate it.
Actually, you won.
What?
Okay,
Matt, didn't you? Never mind.
but anyways, this is probably the biggest, well, one of the biggest offensive threats in the format. It's virtually unwallable, like with the right coverage moves, which is draft league. You can pick all 4 that you want, or 3 and roost, or just like sub hone claws. I've ran that in the past, and it got like 3 kills versus Toulon, I believe. That was like with
Since we
webs.
play some games, we can run 6 moves,
True. But
including
like,
Earthquake.
just look at those stats. Like 125 HP makes it incredibly bulky. 170 attack. It's 170 attack. Like, and then it has solid defenses and 120 special attack. Whoa, got some echo there for a second. But it does have 95 speed as well, so it's not particularly slow. Like,
Oh, there it is again.
It's like you can run Adamant a lot on it because you're not outspeeding base 100s anyway.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Base of 100 is probably the most common speed tier, so it's kind of like
So
And
like,
it can
Kill.
it. Like,
The
unless
only-
it's a really powerful fighting move, dragon move, or fairy move, you're living the hit.
yeah.
You
pretty
can
much,
probably-
yeah.
Black is that it doesn't get a reliable physical ice move.
Oh yes,
If
it
it-
does.
It gets
Yeah.
Z free shock.
Z
and
free
then-
shock.
Yes, but Z freeze shock is kind of like
Well,
yeah, it's
It's basically
should-
a free kill unless it's like a 4
it's a-
times resist.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
So like, the only thing holding this thing back is its move pool. It's just too limited to be placed any higher, in my opinion. But it is definitely top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the shitty move pool, it's still top 5 worthy. Just 170 attack is just fucking. I fucking hate it. Plus, it also has Serene Grace.
That's not
But-
You
true.
don't know this.
Fun
but, like-
fact, no mon in the JBA had more kills than Kian Black.
Yeah, and flinches.
But it does. And I used that first season.
But like, Terravolt is really, really nice. Like, you see Moldbreaker Drill, it's so much more of a threat because of Moldbreaker. Well, this is kind of the same thing. It can hit Levitators with Earth Power. It can hit Mega Venusaur with Ice Beam, just to name a few. Terravolt is a nice ability that's sometimes overlooked. But
So,
yeah,
wait, why doesn't this game thing get Earthquake? It's a fucking dragon.
Because it's an ice dragon. We've
we've
So
been
it
over
can't
this.
shake the Earth, but it can power the Earth, but it can't shake the Earth.
We've been
Yes.
over this. Its move pool is garbage.
Yeah, man.
Moving on though to number 3 on our list, and this is going to be another dragon, Zygarde 50%.
a very new threat.
Yeah, basically the addition of Thousand Arrows just made this thing pretty much unstoppable. Well, I won't say unstoppable, but extremely good.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing that can really wall it is a good grass type.
And like it,
Like you
and my
think,
mouse broke, so that's good.
Nice.
oh, you're I'm a flying type. You can't touch me. 1,000 arrows. Fuck.
basically, it's almost unresisted stabs, except for Tapu Bulu, Whimsicott, and the god Shiinotic.
That's a good one. Bomb for Sludge Wave. So
Yeah, definitely. But just stabs.
mean, man.
Really good coverage.
It's a very fat mon.
It
Oh.
is, yeah. Then there's like
Yeah.
DD and Coil. So you can do a double dance set, which is pretty common in OU on like Aurora Veil and Sticky Webs.
Yeah.
You can run Z Outrage, which gives it the dragon stab that it really wants. And like, Dragon Ground is a pretty nice defensive typing apart from Ice, of course. But you're resisting a lot, and you're only weak to like 3 typings, I think: Dragon, Fairy, and Ice.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has the best priority move in the game, Extreme Speed, which is pretty nice. And like this thing is really versatile, and that all the sets require different counterplay, which is a huge thing, in my opinion at least, because you can use the threat of Banded Zygarde to force a switch to get up a free DD. Like,
Yep.
and if your opponent tries to predict that, like they try to predict your setup, but you actually turn out to be banded, well, they just lost their mon for no reason. Like, it's extremely hard to play around.
Or you could be bad for Zygarde 50 and run safeguard glare every week.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, but this thing's bulk is really good. 108 HP means it can sub up on Chansey, Blissey, Seismic Tosses. Pretty nice. The only thing that's really holding this mon back is its base 100 attack, which isn't stellar. But even then, it's good enough. Like, you can run 252 Adamant and still 2-hit KO pretty much everything in the game with Banded Zygarde.
Yeah.
But anything else you guys have?
I mean, it has a big weakness in ice, but then you can always camouflage and then be a normal type.
That's true, it does have the tech.
And it's gonna live like any non-stab ice move.
Yeah, HP Ice is bouncing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, in short, it's a good mod.
Like, this thing can easily take Zard Wise Hidden Power Ice, and that's like 159 special attack, so yeah, it's pretty bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's fairly bulky, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all for Zygarde. Let's move on to the number 2, which is the first Pokemon on this list that's not a dragon type. And it's going to be Seles Fila. Easily the best Ultra Beast. Well, except for Pheromosa, but that's like definitely banned.
That's not real mon.
But like, this thing is a pseudo Pixie, but with an incredible typing in Steel Flying. You know, it's actually it actually resists or is immune to the majority of types in the game.
Yeah.
And this thing can be pretty much anything you need. It can be specially defensive, it can be physically defensive, special attacking, physical attacking, autotomized sweeper. It's also a good Z move user. There's Supersonic Sky Strike. There's Inferno Overdrive. You're not going to be using the Z Steel move, I don't think, because Heavy Slam's already really good on its own.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like super customizable to whatever your opponent's draft is, and there's always going to be a set for Celestial that's going to just have a good matchup.
Also, I feel like you can draft a really good team to synergize with.
Oh yeah.
Like, the simple Celesteela Hippowdon defensive core is so hard to break.
It really is.
Yeah. Especially Lantern, too. That thing with it, I actually feel
you don't even really need a Wind Caster with it. Like, it's nice, but it can heal back up on its own. It doesn't have the recovery, but it still has enough.
And probably an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It'll get a bunch of fucking annoying utility moves like Synthesis.
It's never getting Synthesis, believe me.
I feel like it will.
Plus, have we talked about the money special yet?
Ooh,
money.
Guys,
hold up. It's gonna get Milk Drink in some
Shut up.
Yeah, you see the tendrils on his 2 shoots. Those are actually like tits. And what he's going to do is he's going to shove them down his mouth.
Wait, what if they make Celesteela breedable with Miltank then?
Oh god.
Anyways, let's get back on topic. Money, are you here? Do you want to explain the money special?
Basically, the money special is a Celesteela set. Substitute Leech Seed Toxic that deals with most of your opponent's team, and you have enough special defense from their bulky water type to set up the sub on.
So yeah, this is
basically
basically
Yeah,
just
it's a meme.
Subseed. With enough special defense for a bulky water Scald, and the rest dumped into physical defense, if I'm not wrong, and then a single coverage move to hit things that you can't toxic. And it is a
That's-
very mean man.
That set has single-handedly beaten me twice just for money. I don't like it.
Yeah, he brought that set. Well, basically, I told him to bring that set for like week 3 or something, and it worked brilliantly, and then he decided to never run a set that wasn't Subseed for the rest of the season.
Pretty much. And he won the whole thing.
And
Exactly.
and he went to finals with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why do you think I'm doing so well with it in the JBA? Right now I'm in like the fucking semifinals just because I have it.
yeah, Matt is in the semifinals, and like he's Matt.
Yeah, it's exactly. Even though I'm going to make playoffs in both the SSL and JBA this year.
Yeah. He's
Self-promotion right there.
But anyways, so moving on to number 1, the best Pokemon in draft format right now, and that is none other than Landorus Therian. Like, I cannot stress how good this thing is. Like, I have it in multiple leagues versus Paul in the TBU. Like, very solid player. Like, he brought a team with 5 Pokemon having ice coverage. Lando T still killed half his team.
And it didn't die.
And it didn't die, yeah. So this thing is just incredible. Has Intimidate, which means it basically has like 160 base defense with Intimidate factored in if you're physically defensive.
That's pretty fat.
Something like that. 145 attack with especially Z moves being introduced in Sun and Moon. Earthquake, Sea Fly, Z Stone Edge. Basically that's going to hit every single threat in the game apart from Bronzong, which, I mean, you have knockoff for. So, like, this thing is pretty much uncounterable from a defensive standpoint, which makes it easily the best breaker in the game with Z moves. Well, in my opinion, of course. People might argue that Kian Black is a little better in that role, but I think Lando T is better.
No, I think Lando T is better just because, like, it's with even like once you use your Z moves, it's still a fucking big threat.
Yeah.
With Kian Black, if you have free shock, you're not doing anything else with free shock, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just seen something that makes me mad that we'll discuss in a later video.
Okay.
In for part 2 of this.
Ooh.
No.
Also,
Blitz trauma alert.
ooh. I need to record another one. Also, Landy T is. I like birds. Like, parakeets are pretty cool. They have nice wings and they're soft.
So, Polish, you just said, one reason I like Lando T, and then it cut out, and then all of a sudden you were talking about parakeets.
This is how Polish's mind works, guys.
It's because it's a bird. And I like a bird.
Yeah, I figured, but I just thought you would want to know about that.
How is this a fucking bird?
Because it's flying type.
Yeah, it's Seles Fila is a bird too, Matt.
Yeah, we're all birds here. Also, Landy T is from the best generation.
But okay, we'll continue
Wait,
later.
it's not from
There because people would actually kill you if you say that on the internet. So yeah,
Let's do a turf war over which Pokemon generation is the best then.
Gen
It's
3
Gen
easily.
4. We'll talk about this in a later video.
Anyways, yeah, back to Lando T, the top 1 Pokemon in the game. This thing also gets the best move in the game, Stealth Rock. It also can get momentum with U-turn, and as we said, it's unwallable. Like Swords Dance, C moves, something's gonna die. Like, if this thing is played well, it's easily getting 1 to 2 kills every game. Possibly
And
more.
and then items is just Rocky Helmet, Leftovers, Life Orb, Banded, Scarf. You can do anything with this.
Z moves are a big one. There's
Yeah.
Yachi Berry, Pasho Berry to check specific threats. I know Money is very fond of Yachi Berry.
Am I? Oh, Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Much if it's an item and you can put it on a mon, put it on Landy, and you're good.
I mean,
I guess, yeah.
Somebody should lead Bike a Bolt.
Oh my. That should be number 4, to be honest.
Shh, don't give away my draft plans. God.
Anyways, that's gonna be it for the top 5 Pokemon in Draft League format. Could be doing more videos of this kind of style with more specific things like top 5 Megas, top 5 Bulky Waters, etc. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. Anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, we got to do top 5 best looking Draft League players.
True.
That's just Dougie, Dougie, and then I think 2 more Dougies.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought I at least made top 5.
Dude, we should do top 5 Landy T sets.
That's
That'd be
true. Number 1,
Where
Calm
they-
Mind. Number
Yep.
2,
Alright.
Choice Bandit
real
Explosion.
shit. When I had Landy T in Gen 6, I only used Calm Mind. I used
Polish-
Special Landy a lot.
Polish has never made playoffs in the JVA.
Yeah, JVA is bullshit. I'll talk about that later.
Anyways, we're getting off topic yet again,
I have
so
one more thing left to say.
alright.
Be sure to sub to me. I had videos coming out in a month.
No, you don't.
I do. I'm obligated to upload.
Anyways, that's going to be all for this top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. It's kind of a new thing on my channel, and see you guys in the next one.
I had fun.
I love you.
See you guys.